The majority of households own a car, but are we really aware of what they're doing to the environment? A YouGov poll commissioned by Client Earth shows almost 3/4 of the British public think the UK car industry should help fund efforts to clean the country's current illegal greenhouse gases. There are currently illegal and harmful levels of nitrogen dioxide air pollution in the UK, and where there are illegal levels, motor vehicles are the main culprits according to Client Earth. 3/5 of cars and vans should be electric by 2030 in order to meet legal targets to cut greenhouse gases. A report from the committee surrounding climate change warned that the clean growth strategy by the government did not meet targets to cut greenhouse gases. But what could this mean for the environment?
I think it's going to go quite a long way to solve the problem. Obviously it's quite an ambitious project, I think, considering the amount of cars that we have. I think considering the number of cars locally, it's probably going to have a big impact. The use of electric cars is better. I think what will put most people off is their kind of range, their ability to drive long distances before you have to plug it in for another 2 or 3 hours. So unless we actually maybe kind of look at better battery life, other resources. I mean, they're talking, I think it may well by 2030 possibly be preceded by hydro fuels, so the hydrogen cells that actually are much more efficient but take quite a lot of energy to create.
In terms of vehicles, the government have ambitions that up to 70% of new cars are to release ultra-low emissions by 2030. This is part of the government's efforts to phase out the sales of conventional petrol and diesel cars and vans by 2040. For the seaside town of Hastings, with one of the lowest levels of pollution right now, could this government strategy help the environment further?
They will help the environment, and anything that helps the environment is a good idea to me.
No, I don't think it'll help the environment, because everything now they say and turn the lights off at night because it's making the environment bad. Now they want to introduce electric cars.
Yes, I do think it could help Hastings. I think that the government needs to do more to reduce greenhouse gases.
Currently less than 5% of new car sales are alternatively fuelled. There are differing opinions, as Keith Taylor, Green Party MEP, spoke to Brighton Broadcasting News stating that while electric cars will bring air quality improvements, more can be done in the short term. Eliza-Joan, Brighton Broadcasting News.